Facebook. Good, happy Friday. I'm a little bit under the weather, so you might not hear me talk too much. You may hear a sneeze or two in the background. These games, Pitt, as we try to climb our way back up the rankings, play another ranked team. Nebraska. We live, y'all.
Welcome everyone to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense will take the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Finds a man on the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped and it'll be first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off of the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here The quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
This time they'll go to the running game. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Husker.
I am not playing well.
Once he got some room, it was over.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for room. It's Manning. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they won the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Under fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Sorry,
And
I
the
just couldn't do it
defense
to you.
makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to the big tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking downfield, it's Rayola. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Quick handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Now on second down. They feed him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And first and second down on the ground. Abject disasters. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Smith takes the handoff. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man, and I got a pass rush like that.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now on first down from the 40. They'll try the run.
Now, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Shavera. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Holstein. And they can't make the play on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Power football with the run. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his man. It's Manning. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mills. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to the ground game on the left. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Makes the grab. It's gone. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, what a move to get through. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll keep it on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Panther! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him progress. Try to find a way
One
to
more
isolate
stop.
guys and
One
get
more
matchups.
stop.
And you did have your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rides to the back. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Man, winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hand off from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good...
Looking to take a shot.
Did you even look for the ball? You looked at him catch the ball right over your head.
Touchdown, Nebraska!
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route. There is no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. There's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play by this defense. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Rayola. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle.
You just threw another pick. But,
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pitt pushing the pace.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. It'll be third and long. He wants to throw it again.
throw it.
The quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense is obviously done.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Gonna run it. It's Manning. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
Stop throwing picks.
He is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Run in the red zone, it's on. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions a game.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. To throw, it's Holstein. He lobs one high down the left side. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Convert to 4th down, and he's still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Working that left side now. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one.
He lets one fly deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game.
Is
if you can
brutal.
lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock. They start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Gives it on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off
That
7
was
yards.
brutal. I can't believe I lost this bad to the computer.
And certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to
Thanks for
make
watching.
a statement
Always
and make
remember,
an
love
example
is for sex.